Welcome to this series of videos called ERP II Benefits Realisation. My name's Andrew Norton and I'll be exploring some of the key issues facing organisations looking to implement an ERP II system. The insights revealed in this series of videos draws upon findings from a number of published sources. Firstly, this book entitled ERP II Implementation Delivering Benefits Realisation, and secondly, peer-reviewed journals and conference papers. This session is called Supplier, Relationship and Trust. One key aspect often overlooked during an implementation is the partnership between the implementing organisation and its suppliers. However, arguably, this is the most important aspect to address. Here, different aspects are evaluated from the selection process through to working relationships. The first question we need to ask is, how do you select the right vendor? Issue 1 relates to the fact that there are important variables to consider for vendor selection. The first variable is their experience. Selecting an appropriate vendor with relevant industry experience is key. The second variable is their type and competency. ERP II is a piece of software that can offer many capabilities, and the specific needs of high-level user requirements need to be translated into the internal representation of the user interface. The third variable is the amount of customization required. By stating the desired performance indicators, the relationship can be effectively managed. The final variable is trust. Forming a good working partnership with the vendor is key, with a one team, one goal approach. The second question we need to ask is, how do you support an ERP II system? Issue 1 relates to the fact that ERP II systems need to be managed. The benefits of a knowledge management system such as ERP II can only be realised through a continually serviced system which monitors all areas of data inputs and outputs. Many organisations manage their own ERP system. However, application service providers can be used if an organisation wishes to outsource the management of this system. It is important to determine whether this system will be managed by the organisation's internal IT department or by an external application service provider. This decision of how to service the system must be decided at an early stage, as making appropriations for this will take time. Issue 2 relates to the advantages of appointing application service providers. The advantages in appointing application service providers includes faster implementation time, lower technical risk, and vendor technology. Customer service and maintenance have been shown to be the main drivers for selecting an application service provider. Issue 3 relates to the disadvantages of appointing an application service provider. The main disadvantage of appointing an application service provider is that organisations will be tied to a long-term relationship, and as such it is at the mercy of their fortunes. Upgrades and customisations are also dependent on the application service provider. Here, data and applications are in the hands of the application service provider, which the client organisation has a low possibility of controlling. The third question we need to ask is, what supplier relationship critical success factors have been identified for ERP II? Issue 1 relates to the critical success factors, of which 2 have been identified. One is the selection of ERP and the second is vendor support. In regards to the selection of ERP, vendors sell particular packages or brands. The package selection has been found to be critical in determining success. In regards to vendor support, ERP II has become a push-pull decision, organisations pushing to drive even further returns on investment, and vendors pull whereby they strongly persuade organisations that the time is right to upgrade. Thank you.